a situation, just look at this Barack Obama thing, or Barack Obama, you know, whatever his name is, Barack Osama, whatever his name is, Obama, you know, whatever his name is. I mean, it's just unbelievable. You know, his speech, Tom Brokaw said, his speech was spellbinding. Spellbinding. He spoke like an idiot. What do you mean his speech was spellbinding? Yeah, and children in Chicago should be able to get an education, and an Arab should not be discriminated against. An Arab American should not be, this is what he was saying in his speech. And that fence should not be used to block peace. You know, he attacked Israel in the speech also. I mean, and they said his speech was spellbinding. Oh, what an orator. One of the columnists said, nobody comes close to him in terms of speech-making ability. I think Al Sharpton does. If you want to talk about somebody coming close to him, I mean, please. I mean, it's just, it's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I couldn't believe it. And, you know, it's a shame because he brings out racism in people, which, you know, on this program, the civil rights leaders were against. I mean, I was sitting watching his speech with someone who said to me, hey, he sounds like a nigger to me. You know, and I would never say that because, you know, I'm so much against that. No, this person I was sitting next to said, I was shocked that he would say that. Said, you know, boy, he looks like a monkey. He sounds like a nigger. And I was shocked, and I said, you know, do you know that I'm a civil rights leader? I said, how dare you say that he sounds like a monkey or looks like a monkey? Even if it's true. I mean, you can't say things like this. I was shocked that he made a statement like this. It was just horrific. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was just absolutely flabbergasted. And, well, what's happening now? Oops.
You're going backwards.
Oh, I'm going backwards. Okay. Well, when I talk about that subject, we go backwards. Anyway, but, you know, it was just absolutely flabbergasting, you know, and I was just, and we want to promote a society of racial harmony. Like like the America we had in the days of the Founding Fathers. We had racial harmony in those days. Now, this is the type of society we want to promote. You know, where you had a good society, you know, where, you know, and Alabama, Mississippi, you know, in those days, you know, like before the 1850s, 1840s, you know, you had a society in Alabama, Mississippi, South Carolina. You had a way of life. It was a way of life. It was a wonderful way of life.
But I'm afraid that way of life is just gone with the wind.
Yeah. And, you know, but anyway, but the bottom line is, you know, that this is, I mean, it's, you know, why is it, what is it, I don't understand this. You know, in certain parts, the Arabs worship a phallic symbol called the Kaaba. And they dance around the Kaaba, and they all kiss the Kaaba. And it's a phallic symbol. And it was a phallic symbol to the Muslim moon god. And now they made it part of Islam, and they all dance around the Kaaba in Mecca, and they're all dancing around the Kaaba. Okay, you know, they worship a stone. In Africa, they worship elephant dung, and you know, elephant dung and rhino doo-doo. You know, this is what they worship in Africa, you know. And, you know, and in other places, they worship snakes, they worship all types of things all over the world. America worships the Negro. Now, I don't understand this. What is this new religion? Now, I'm not, you know, I have nothing against Negroes. You know, I remember how offended I was. Lyndon Johnson used to say niggers. You remember when he used to call them niggers?
A lot of people from down south say
niggers. He used to niggers. And I want civil rights for the niggers. You know, he used to say. Anyway, but, you know, and of course, I'm a civil rights leader. I'm a moderate. I'm progressive. I'm enlightened. I'm a moderate. I'm for brotherhood.
That's right. You wanted Alan Keyes to win in Illinois.
I wanted Alan Keyes to win in Illinois. I'm a moderate. I'm progressive. You know, I have absolutely nothing against Aunt Jemima. I mean, it's just, the reality is that we're trying here to make America a progressive, enlightened society. And again, I believe in brotherhood among all of humanity, you know, as long as they're human. You know, I believe in brotherhood among all of humanity. Now, Barack Obama, in all seriousness, is a racist who supports Louis Farrakhan, supports Jesse Jackson, supports Al Sharpton, and he is being groomed to run for president someday. He is being really pushed and groomed very seriously. They want him to become the nation's first black president. He will be a disaster. You know what his trick is? All he does is sound like a white politician. He tries to sound like he's a white politician when he speaks to whites. What David Dinkins did when David Dinkins was mayor. They used to say, wow, he plays tennis. He doesn't talk like that. He, whoa, they were so excited. You know, and this is unbelievably insane.
And we saw what Dinkins did to New York City when he got in.
Can you imagine, God forbid, a president like Dinkins?